Yay, welcome. This is our team call. We're almost in September. It is a really fun and exciting time, and we have something called Diamond Club. So I was going to chat a little bit about Diamond Club with you, introduce you to Angela, who is my diamond mentor upline. We're kind of doing this together, and I want to explain to you what it is. I want to explain to you how it can help you. Kelly has a couple like Q&As that we can share with you. I also got a really good question that I'll explain. So we'll talk a little bit about Diamond Club. We'll talk a little bit about some oil tips. We'll answer any questions that you have and go from there. So Diamond Club is a program that doTERRA has. That's an educational program that you actually have to apply for. Like not everybody gets to do this. And it's a tool to help grow your business and grow your team. And they basically incentivize us with giving us freebies just for sharing. They released what those are. So, how does this benefit you? How is this helpful for you? If you are a wholesale customer, if you didn't know, when you log into your account, there's a little refer a friend link. You have your own link and you copy that and you share that with anyone. And if they get started, if they purchase anything with your link, you get in-store credit, which shows up and you can buy whatever you want with that. And it's better than doTERRA points because you can buy diffusers. It covers your shipping, it covers your tax, it covers everything. Now, with Diamond Club, we have a special code that they have not given us yet. But when they do, we will give it to you. And if they do 100 PV order, basically, we want to use this code always, 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 because we get some type of points for it. No matter what they order, it helps our team. Why is that important? We basically have to stay alive. It's like we live in the Bee Gees' Staying Alive song. So in order to stay alive, or I think about like the little yodeler in The Price is Right, like we don't want to fall off the cliff. So the first month, I have to bring in 2 enrollments and I need 10 team enrollments. And I'm a good enroller. Like I'm on average, I can bring in about like 3 to 5 enrollments every month, but I don't typically bring in 12. So this is where we need help. So I'm going to bring in my 2. I'm committing to that. And this is where anybody shares their link. It helps us because if we don't reach 12, I don't think we get to continue. And we can't use the link anymore and the freebies and the promos and like all the awesome stuff. So we're basically trying to stay alive in the Hunger Games and we need to help 12 people, 12 families. Not that you don't know anybody who suffers from stress, depression, digestive issues, pain, sleep issues, reducing their toxic load. Like everybody and their dog needs these oils. So this is why we're really encouraging you to share to help us, and it helps you. So again, if you're a wholesale customer, you share your link, and please, for the love of all that is holy, share your code. Your people, if it's 100 PV order, they're going to get free shipping and a free balance oil, which I love, which usually isn't in the top 10 kits. And it's so great. And it's like Xanax in a bottle. It's calming, it's grounding, it's such a lovely, lovely oil. And if they do 150 PV order, free shipping, balance oil, and a free pebble diffuser. And that is the cutest diffuser. I traveled with that diffuser. I will never travel without that diffuser again. It's awesome. And if they do a 200 PV order, they get all of that plus an adaptive touch roller, which is kind of like all things for stress, anxiety, all of that stuff. Wellness advocates. Okay, wait, let me go back. If you're a wholesale customer, you're going to get in-store credit. I'm also going to mail you a gift as a thank you for sharing oils with somebody. So you get perks from doTERRA, you get perks from me, you help us stay alive. If you are a wellness advocate, when you share your link, enrollment link, you earn money for sharing that. You get commissions with that. Angela and I have talked, we're going to double your fast start. So we're just going to send you a Venmo and say, hey, like you earn 20% of the PV in fast start during Diamond Club because we're all in this together and we're so, so grateful for you sharing. We're going to double your fast start during that time. So like we'll be watching this, but like let us know and we'll just give you money to thank you for that too. Like, right, help you go get a coffee, go get some gas, go like get your groceries, whatever you want with that. Wellness advocates have a link generator. And you can create the link for your customer and you can add the Diamond Club promo to that. So we make it even easier for our people. It'll be there at checkout, like wholesale customers will see it at checkout, but we can add it to the link so that it's just there and they get all of their freebies. So your oil clients and customers or friends and family are going to get free stuff. You're going to get in-store credit or money, and you're going to get a gift from us or double your fast starts, more money to help us in this process. So it's kind of a win-win for everyone. Angela is like the queen of vendor event booths, in-person classes. She's going to be doing a lot of in-person classes. She's going to New Mexico after a convention in like the Albuquerque area. So if if you have friends, if you have family in those areas, tell us and we will send them to us and we will use your link, whatever link you have. We're doing virtual classes. So in the events section of our Holos Co Facebook group, we're putting up the events. We're creating graphics for you of like, basically Angela and I are going on tour in person and virtually. I'm going to Tulia in October. I'm going to be collaborating with another diamond leader in doTERRA to do some in-person events in Amarillo. Angela's going to be traveling all over. You're going to like Missouri. You're going all over the place. Where are you going, Angela? Oh, we can't hear you. I don't know what is happening, but I can't hear Angela at all. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear Angela? Okay, great. Angela, just give me a thumbs up when you're done talking. This is what happens when we take our AirPods. I don't know what's happening, but cool. You continue. I'll read lips. You're done? Cool. Okay. Oh gosh. This is called, oh, Angela. Okay. I've even tried different audios. I don't know what's happening. This is really fun. Hopefully I can go back and listen to it on the replay. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Angela. Okay. Now we know that sharing oils can be scary, can feel a little bit scary, and you might be like, whoa, I don't even know what to do. We are here to tell you it's actually not. Sales is service, sales is life. You recommend to your friends to go to that restaurant, that movie, try this new, whatever it is. And we wanted to create a cool little hub, a little happy, safe place that we're calling the Authentic Sharing Retreat to guide you through this process. This is open for anybody on our team, wholesale customer, wellness advocate. If you're brand new and you've never shared anything before with people, or maybe you want to relaunch your business or just kind of jump in and take advantage of all the incentives to share, this is going to be a fun group where we're actually going to meet on Zoom once a week on Mondays. So we kick off on September 1st. The first Zoom call is going to be, they're going to be 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And they're Monday nights. So September 2nd, 9th, 16th, 23rd. And we are going to be talking about different things like mindset and how to share in an authentic way that doesn't feel icky. We're not going to ask you to write a hundreds names list. We're not going to ask you to reach out to your second cousins that you haven't seen since 1998. Like, this is just sharing in an authentic way with people. And because mindset's really important and because it's more fun to do this as a group, we also wanted to read a book together. Not to worry, it's short, but it's the Don't Make It Weird. Don't Make It Weird by Colleen Nichols. It's like a little over 3 hours on Audible, or you can buy it on paperback or whatever. And we're going to read that together. And it comes out to about like 2 to 3 chapters a week. that we're going to do together. And it's for accountability, and it's going to be fun, and we'll have a daily action step. So I share mainly on social media, so you're going to learn some tips from that. Angela shares mainly in person, so you're going to learn tips from her about that. We're going to ask you to get uncomfortable and try some new things, and we're going to reward you for that. We're going to have prizes, we're going to have giveaways. If you complete all of the things, every single one of the daily action steps in September, and you have to come to all of the Zoom calls live and be there, we will give you $100. And you can do whatever you want with that, which is kind of fun. So we want to incentivize you for showing up. Because it is your time, it's work, but anything that you want to do is going to require you to be committed and show up, whether that's putting on muscle in the gym or losing weight or whatever that journey is. Same thing with sharing with people. So that's going to be really fun. I don't know if we'll ever do it again. We're kind of opening us up for Diamond Club and seeing how it goes, but reach out to us. We'll drop the link for that. It's a WhatsApp group. We're kind of adding everybody in right now, but we go on September 1st. So everything goes September 1st with that. What am I forgetting about Diamond Club? That was kind of the big thing. We got our share stuff. Yeah, Angela, if they have a group of people, we'll come to you, or we'd love to do virtual classes too. I paired up with Linda. We're doing an emotions and essential oils class on the 14th. I'm teaching a chronic pain class with Lauren on September 11th. Again, look in the events and all of those things. Thank you, Angela. If you want us to just teach on a certain subject and you want to invite people, or wellness advocates or wholesale customers, just invite your friends to come to these events, and we'll send them back to you to get a link and get started, so you get credit for all of that. So you don't even have to teach these classes. The other cool thing is at the end of each month, so September, October, and November, the last Monday of the month. So in September, that's September 30th, same bat time, same bat channel, this Zoom, 7:30, we're teaching a Got Oils Now What class. And so we're going to bring in all the enrollments, all the new people. So wholesale customers, I don't want you to feel like, I don't want to share my link and then I don't have time to teach them. We got you. We got them. So we're bringing them in. We're going to teach them how to use oils aromatically, topically, internally, how to set up their LRP, how to log into their account, all of that. So this is like easy button for you to share and help people with that. Reactivations count for Diamond Club if it's been over a year. And I believe that we can use the code and we can get those goodies. They're still supposed to teach us more about what that looks like with reactivation. So when we hear more about that, we will let you know. But that's going to be a really cool thing too, to have and use with all of that. So reach out to your friends and family if it's been over a year and they're ready to get started with oils again. That would be a really cool thing as well. Yeah, we don't know. So you typically, if it's been in over a year and you haven't ordered, your account goes inactive, there's usually a $25 reactivation fee for that. And they give you a large bottle of peppermint essential oil as a thank you for reactivating. I'm not sure if they're going to waive that fee or you just get the extra freebies and goodies with that. To be determined. So let's see what doTERRA tells us with that. And yeah, that's a good question too. If they waive the fee, do they still get the free peppermint? If doTERRA doesn't waive the fee? I'm sure Angela and I would love to like give them an extra. We'll mail them an oil or a goodie. Maybe we can reimburse them for the fee. We'll talk about what we need to do with that. But we want to make it as easy as possible to get our 10 people and stay alive. And Diamond Club is something that you can't do by yourself. So that's why we really want to make it fun and share and kind of see what happens with all of that. It's really annoying that I can't hear other people. Yeah, a good point, Angela. So we need 12 people, 12 total for September. And then if we stay alive, like I'm just kind of like, woo, get our 12 and stay alive. If we stay alive in October, you need 14 to stay alive. And then November, you need 14. So that's kind of the goal that we're doing with all of this is sharing is caring. And what I'd really like you to do is think about, where would you be in your life if you never had doTERRA? If people never shared doTERRA with you, Just yesterday, I had a weird digestive thing, air bubble. I don't know. My stomach was hurting. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? And I popped 2 digestive tabs and I rolled digestin over my tummy. And in 5 minutes, I felt better. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful that I have this. So, my question to you is, who's hurting by you hiding? And who can you help? Like, if we each just focus on one person a day, finding one person a day to put oils on, to share our story with, whatever that is. Because for me, it's so much bigger. Like, yes, our products are freaking amazing and they're pure and they're awesome and they help me when I need them. And I'm glad that I have them. But two, like, I wouldn't have met any of you. Like, you are my soul sisters. You are my people that we're connected with, this company, all of that. So, um, this is the time that we get brave and we share and we help some people and we have a hell of a lot of fun doing it in the process. And I believe when you give, you will always have. So you're going to be rewarded in many different ways for sharing with this. Real quick, convention. Angela's going, Lindsay's going, I'm going, Kelly's watching virtual. There's lots of ways to hang with us in convention. They changed something this year that I wanted to share with you really quickly. The only way to purchase a convention kit and get all of the new products together, bundled together, is you have to have a ticket. It's either got to be an in-person convention ticket or a virtual convention ticket. Typically in the past, doTERRA did these like post-convention tours and post-convention kits in October. They're not doing that. So I'm assuming that means they're selling it piecemeal, probably at like a higher price. So if you want a convention kit, which you do, and new products are coming, and I don't know what they are, but they're always going to be awesome. You want to get a ticket and either join us in Salt Lake City in September or get a virtual one. Okay, did I miss anything? No. Kelly, do you want to? I hate that I can't hear you. Maybe when I just mute myself, if you want to do Q&A, maybe I can hear you this way.
I can hear.
I can hear.
I
Okay.
think it's
I
just
thought you
Laura.
could hear.
Can you
That's fine.
can you hear us, Laura, with your earbuds? Okay, there she
Okay.
goes.
There we go.
Lindsay, I sent you a private message.
Oh. Perfect. I'm happy to share. So I would come through our Facebook group, our Holos Facebook group. If you're catching the replay and you haven't poked around in there in a while, go and check it out. I know Facebook is kind of like, it's kind of going the way of the dodo bird, but there's tons of good information in our group. So even if you're not using it to engage or to be on social media, use it as like a search engine if you ever have any questions. So I kind of come through it and pulled out some questions that we've either gotten multiple times or that had really like a lot of engagement, even years back. Because I think sometimes all of us ladies here who are on the call live have been in doTERRA for so long that sometimes we forget what we didn't know 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 2 years ago. And we have all this knowledge just kind of accrued in our brain, but we forget that new people are coming in all the time. So I pulled some questions and I figured we could we'll keep a running list and we'll just go over one or two in our huddles as things progress, and I'll just continue to dump more on there. And then if you get any from your customers or from people who are just asking you because you're their woo-woo bestie and they want to know what magic you're slathering on yourself to make yourself sleep at night, feel free to send it to us. You could even just private text me, send me a carrier pigeon. Just find a way to get a hold of me and I'll shove it on this list and we'll talk about it in the huddle. So the first one that I thought would be just kind of timely for right now is On Guard safe to diffuse around my pets? And I thought that was a good question as we kind of head into the burr months, because we're all worried about all the creep and crud, especially if you've got kiddos or you're a teacher or you're around little germ factories. And Lynn's, I'm going to put you on the spot because she's got 4 Chihuahuas. I also have a dog who's been around oils his whole life, but Lynn's oils and pets is like her jam. So yeah, I figured she wouldn't mind sharing up with us.
Yeah, I've had oils, every single oil from doTERRA. This is my experience. Diffused in my house around 4 Chihuahuas with no problem. Not a problem. On Guard, even the tea tree. I get a lot with tea tree, especially with cats. Now with cats it's different because cats and dogs are different and they're more sensitive. And I do have a hashtag on Instagram. If you search hashtag pets LMI, I'll put it in here. If you just search that, it will take you, hashtags are kind of iffy now on Instagram, but it will take you to every single post I've ever posted in regards to oils and pets and which ones are safe, which ones you can be just a little bit more cautious with, but I have diffused every single, I actually give it to them in coconut oil internally. So that's for their dental, that's for their immune system. It's also to help with their immune system for mosquitoes and bites and all of that, because that's how they get heartworm. And that's what I use. I've never had any issues, and they're small dogs, so a little goes a long way. Dilute it down a lot. I have a whole dilution ratio post and that's attached to that hashtag as well. So everything is there. I do need to do more on cats though. So that's a goal. But
Well, I can help with that. I was a veterinary technician for years and I have cats.
there you
So
go.
I've used the oils with cats, and I'm right here to talk about the big elephant in the room, tea tree, right? So if you've got a big enough space, like I've got these two doors closed and I got a diffuser right there, right? If my cats were in here with me with the diffuser going, that could be a problem because it's a confined area. And as you mentioned, Lindsay, it's actually liver. Their liver is missing a certain
Liver
enzyme
enzyme.
that
Yeah.
helps them to break down the essential oils. And dogs share a sensitivity to tea tree. It's just not as intense. So we just need to make sure that they can vacate the space where it's being diffused, or it's in a large enough room that there's enough space to diffuse it in, that it's not coming in high concentration for them. And they're perfectly fine. Unfortunately, some idiot years ago took a cardboard box, a sick cat, trapped the cat in the box with a diffuser, and yeah, it was not a good result. So that went viral, and now everybody's just freaked out. So educate yourself, Lindsay and I, and there's Dr. Janet Work, who's also
Yep.
really amazing. Just great information out there on safe oils to use with pets.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, ladies. I thought that would resonate with both of you. So I'm glad we brought that up. So the last little question we'll throw out, and then we can wrap it up today. I thought this one was good too, and it's come up a couple of times. Is, do I have to use filtered water when diffusing my oils or making a spray or something, or is tap water okay? I'm happy to give my answer, and then the three of you feel free to chime in. My answer, I don't really give a shit. To be honest, like if I'm consuming it, then I care. If it's going in my air or I'm making a room spray or whatever, like if I'm making some sort of a spray that's going directly on my body, like maybe you want to make like a romance mist or something. I use witch hazel for that just because it dries faster. You could also use vodka, but depending on where you're spritzing that, be careful on your pink parts. But the rest of it, like putting it in the diffuser or making like a room refresher spray or a carpet spray or whatever, I've kind of let that go. I used to be really crazy about it when I first got into oils, and I would like buy the big jug of the filtered water like you do for baby formula and stuff and put it in my diffuser and all the things. And now I just kind of let it go. I just use tap water, and we live in an RV, so God knows what kind of water I'm hooked up to 90% of the time. And so far so good. So far we're still alive. So that's my response, but feel free to chime in, ladies, if you have any different answers, and feel free to sway me too if I'm doing something wrong. But
No,
so far,
I love that. And I love the pink part comments, it's so true. We got to avoid that with many hot things, right? So yeah, I love that. So one thing I want to add to that is I have found that certain diffusers actually need the minerals that you're going to have in top water that won't be there in filtered water to work effectively. And so you actually do want to use tap water. And I've had people, my diffuser's not working. Sure enough, they were using filtered water from their fridge or wherever. And once they switched to the tap, then that diffuser started working for them. So that's just another little insight. And I'm all in alignment with using that in the sprays for the pink parts. Yes. But then also because that's going to, those minerals will clog up the little tiny tube that sucks up the liquid. So another reason to use filtered for those. That's my insight on that.
I like yours was very much more well stated than mine, but I'm glad that we're on the same page.
I will chime in and be the water snob.
I know. I was like, Lindsay hates this.
It's fine. Listen, if I'm in a hotel or if I'm in somewhere, you use what you got, use what you got. I have a fancy water machine. It's an ionizer. It does 6 different pHs, 10, it's actually more than that. And I use a 6.0 pH in my diffusers. And using that, it's called beauty water. It's also the same pH as rainwater, and the same pH as our skin. So for my plants and for my diffusers, I have just found with using that water, not everybody has it. You don't have to. I'm just the water snob. So that's it.
I love it.
My diffusers stay cleaner because of that pH of water. It is filtered, but the water in my zip code is very, very gross. It's very hard water. You can go to ewg.org/water and put in your zip code and see what kind of crap is in your water. And you will be more mindful when you read that about even spraying it in the air. But use what you have when you have it. It's not that serious. Not everybody has, a machine that I have. But if I were to, I would take Angela's recommendation, and if the certain diffusers work better with tap water, sure, give it a try. If it's going to make your diffuser come back to life, I would definitely do that.
Awesome. That's really good insight. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure it does help your diffuser stay cleaner, because I'm also one of those people who only cleans my diffuser when I notice that it's really gross.
I'm horrible at it.
Same.
Horrible.
Same.
Oh, it's so
I
bad.
see Laura's stories, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I should do that.
Yeah.
Well, that was because I went on a trip and I unplugged everything and let it air dry. And then I thought, oh, we should probably clean that. And yeah, I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. Like I'm in West Texas. We have very, very hard water. We have an RO filter. So I will put RO filter water in my diffusers, because I found if I use tap, it would leave this little white ring around the diffusers of like the table or wherever I was having it, just because the water's really hard. But one of the things that I did notice, I have some diffusers from Amazon. I have some diffusers from doTERRA. My doTERRA diffusers do not gunk up near as bad as my other diffusers. I find that fascinating too. So I love that we can all answer the same question and have different things, and people can just like take what adventure works for them.
Yeah.
Yes,
Awesome.
exactly. If you want to put distilled water and filtered water and all the things, then go for it. If that's not your jam and you're like me and you'd rather just opt out, I'm here to tell you I'm still alive 10 years later. So
Yeah. And just like you said, like I was very gung-ho on using specific water and specific dilutions and everything in the beginning. And I've changed with my experience on how I've used things. So it's just like how the oils are going to support you. Everybody's different. Some people like lavender, some people don't. So it's just how an oil can affect your body and just how, what works for you.
Yeah, totally. I love it. Oh, good, fun. Well, I'm glad this is landing, and I'll just keep pulling questions, and feel free to send them our way, and we'll tackle a couple every time we get together. That'll be fun.
This is so fun. It's like a fun little panel.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I'm looking forward to this, ladies. This just to reconnect, and I'm super excited about what we're going to be able to do. The bringing in the reactivations to Diamond Club is very inspiring. That's what really got me on board, because I've been in this for over 14 years. I've got tons of people that I loved on, and any excuse to reach back out to them and continue to serve, and then they get a win out of it outside of the benefits of what they're going to receive. Yeah.
Angela, share with us your spiel. Like, I want to know how you reach out to them. Like, what do you say? Do you call them? Do you text them? Like, what's your approach?
I first start with an email, and then I'll do a text, and then I do a call, because then I can reference, did you get? And it's not just a call completely out of the blue. I feel like that was a softer way of approaching them. I know phone calls are very powerful, but I find that people are like, now she's calling me out of not talking to me for so long. So I just found that softened it. And then it's just, how can I serve them? Really what it is I've missed you as part of my doTERRA family. And I'm now in a new area. So I'm using that I'm in a new area, and I'm going out there and serving this community and I'm actually sending out the uh, the the one we're just talking about, the questionnaire, the wellness assessment.
Oh,
Why did
Power
my
Me.
brain- Thank you. I'm like, why did my brain just go away? I'm going to send them the Power Me assessment, and because most of them have not seen this, right? And no, well, great. If you're going to be in a new area soon, Lindsay, we should definitely talk, because that's what I'm doing. I'm building in the new area. I've done this before. I'll do it here. So what I'm doing is I'm serving them, right? I'm trying to serve this new area. I'm saying to these people that have been my customers for years that I can use their help to serve these people. And here's a way of doing it. And so here's a new assessment. I can serve you and serve them at the same time. And then I'm offering them a little gift for taking the assessment for their time.
That's fun.
A
I
way
love
of,
that.
yeah, and just to kind of reconnect, and they're not, they don't know about this assessment, right?
Yeah.
So it's a new way, and it's all about how I can serve them, and I'm really harping on the helping them use what they've already got. And what
Mhm.
I have found is, as I do that, then they're getting these unsung heroes off the shelf to really step into the limelight and do what they need to be doing for them. And then in most cases, they're like, oh, but and I'll something else will come up, right? Because I'm like, well, how about this and this? I don't have that, and then they end up ordering that as well. So I can find that those can come into that. And when I'm sharing the specials, then it's kind of like a no brainer.
Cool.
I love that. And if anybody doesn't know what that is, you go to powerme.health, and I'll link up that link as well in our replay, because that's really handy. I look at that as, you know how other companies like makeup companies have the color matching or like the quizzes for stuff. That's our health and wellness quiz. So especially like Gen Z who don't want to get on a call, I will send them this. Be like, oh, well, just check out this quick little health and wellness quiz. It'll take you less than 5 minutes and it'll give you an idea of where to start with oils, especially if people are like, I don't know, I just want oils. Then that can be a handy tool too. Cool. Okay. Anything else?
For
Short and
me.
sweet. I love it. Okay. Yeah. So I just want to say I'm really, really grateful for each of you. And if you're watching the replay, thank you for this. And I kind of feel like I want to throw up a little bit. Like with Diamond Club, I don't know really what to expect with it, but I also know that that feeling that we're going to throw up is a good thing, because that means that we're getting uncomfortable, and that's where growth happens with all of these things. So we're doing it afraid, and we're doing it right there afraid with you. And if we can help and support you in any way, let us know. And even if none of this resonates with you, maybe just like occasionally check in with me and Angela. That means a lot. Like just be like, hey, I see you. I'm cheering you on. 'Cause we're
That
about to run a
totally means a
marathon.
lot. Yeah, yeah. It's like giving us a glass of water as we're running by, and just
Yes.
throwing us a towel, something like that.
Just
Yeah.
splash the water on us. We're here for it. Okay. Well, we love you. We're so glad you're here. And the next call is going to be Wednesday, September 4th. Same time, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. So put that on your calendar so that will alert there. These are open to everybody. We've got events up on the Facebook group to remind you too. And if you didn't know, we have the Facebook group, the private Instagram, and a WhatsApp. So if you want to be plugged in one of those places, let us know. I love you. Thanks
See you all
for
next time.
Love you guys.
Bye.
See you next time.